was a bang banger.
Can you please turn up my mic? Will somebody please turn up the mic? I feel like you never listen. So somebody please turn up the mic. I scream over the crowd. You say it's drama, but I just wanna have you on myself. Selfish, I get this way, feel this way about you. 'Cause you're mine. Don't care about the time that you spend away. How many trips you take away from me to be mine? You won't get peace of mind if I ain't happy, babe. I hate that it's this way, but I feel like when I talk you never listen. I guess I gotta show you why you kidding. You hate me cause I'm crazy, I admit it. I love you, I ain't tripping. I just hate when you're not listening, so I scream. Can you please turn up the mic? Will somebody please turn up the mic? Cause I feel like you never listen. So somebody please turn up the mic. I text, I try, you don't reply. Hopes I'm up with through the night. Just call me, ease my anxious mind. Cause it blows my shit that I feel this way about you. Cause you're mine, don't care about
Check, 1, 2, can you guys hear me?
How many trips you take away from me to be mine? You won't get peace of mind if I ain't happy, baby. I hate that it's this way, but I feel like when I talk you never listen. I guess I gotta show you why you get it. You hate me cause I'm crazy, I admit it. I love you, I ain't tripping. I just hate when you're not listening, so I scream.
What's going on, everyone? How are we doing today?
This was a certified banger.
Maybe up a little bit more. I got you. Hold up 1 second. Let's see. Check. Oh, it's good now? Awesome. What's going on? How is everyone's week? We got some bangers to listen to today. Let's go. Hey, what's good, Haamid Harris? Amazing. That's what I love to hear. Let's go. My hair, I know it's like, I feel like his signature is always like the most messy it can possibly be when I'm in front of a camera. But that's okay. What's good? All right, we're going to be listening to some crazy stuff today. Also, shout out to everyone who submitted this week. Really cool stuff going on here. I see there's quite the difference in genres going on, which is always, I love to see that. And we got some new faces I see here. It's really cool. Hell yeah. Been busy, turned 22 Thursday. Hello, happy birthday, let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Sheesh, let's go. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm excited. We got first 2 records are Discord subscribers, so we listen to the full thing and give more in-depth critique, and then going forward after that, then we're going to be listening to 1 minute and 30 seconds going forward of the records. So let's take a listen. Boom. There we go. Okay. And now see, this is like blocking my face over here. But that's cool. So first things first, we're going to be taking a listen to Falling 444 You. Oh, I get it. I see what you did there. By Haamid Harris. Let's take a listen. Let's go. And also wishing a special happy belated birthday. I know at this point. Belated birthday to Haamid Harris. Let's go. Can you guys hear this cool? Hey, that was Falling For You by Haamid Harris. Let's go. Oh, let's see. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Sick record. Yeah, that's very different than what I've heard from you so far. Interesting. Let's go. No, I love the what's it called as far as the what's it called? The variety, like the different what's it called? That you're willing to experiment with all these different types of sounds, which is really cool. Hell yeah, man. So as far as like the record goes, like love the hook, like the lyrics is nice, you know. The hook melody is cool. I really like, of course, the guitars. The guitars are really definitely, I feel like is one of the strongest parts of this track is the guitar playing here, because there's a lot of cool stuff. And he did like this really cool like tremolo picking thing at one point in the track where it was kind of going back and forth between the ears. It was like yeah, hit this. That like so really nice work. And I love how like the track almost, to me, it almost had like a very holiday, like a Christmas feel to it in a sense. Like I don't know if anyone else was picking up on that a little bit. Was that just out of curiosity, was that intentional? Definitely let me know. As far as the like, it was just a vibe overall. Like it was just like it felt like cold, but in a good way, if that makes any sense. Like the way that there was a lot of reverb, it reminds me very much of like very Christmas. So really nice work. Like I could see it. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I was the only one that picked up on that kind of vibes. It was pretty good, you know, late night vibes. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely a fan of it. As far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is that I did like also another thing, actually, before I get into the critiques, I also forgot to mention the cowbells. I always love hearing some cowbells they had going on. You had some cowbells. Yeah. Love me some cowbells. So really cool in that aspect. As far as critiques go, what I would say is the lead vocal, try to always pan your lead vocal dead center, because it starts to get lost a little bit of what's the lead, especially for the Falling For Yous. Like there wasn't really a clear direction of where the lead vocal was in the mix, so you definitely want it to be panned dead center throughout the track, whatever the lead is. So just keep that. That's one of those like general mixing rule of thumbs things as well. So definitely would recommend that. Your backgrounds you can have panned out hard left and hard right, or like anywhere in between. But the lead vocals you want to maintain the center, as far as like the depth of field and where the panning is. And at around the 1 minute and 15 mark here, there was an ad-lib that you said that was really lost in the mix, and it was really hard. I panned 3 channels, one in the center, left and right, and one left and one right. Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess it still was kind of hard to really like make out what's that called? Is there anyone good at mixing vocals if you don't know how to do it yourself? Yeah, as far as like doing vocal mixing, like there's really 2 options, 3 options really. Like if the first option is the easiest, is hire an engineer. So that always definitely can alleviate a lot of the stress of trying to figure it out yourself. So there's hiring an audio engineer. The second step is there's YouTube Academy is fantastic. There's a lot of free resources online that help out with mixing, as far as like mixing vocals, and you always want to definitely use reference tracks. And the third thing is like, as far as like mixing vocals, is like experiment yourself and like always use reference tracks for sure. So, and I personally, like I do mixing, like that's like one of the main things that I do. So if anyone is looking to get a mix, feel free to hit me up as well. But keep in mind that I don't do mixing for free, so just keep that in mind. But definitely, if you are looking to learn how to mix, there's a great resource. There's a YouTube channel. It's called Read Stefan. Super sick. I'll try to spell it in the chat here, and I highly recommend it. And there's vocal mixing tutorials, like he's got a bunch online, and they're really good. And there's some where you have like some plugins, and there's some where he does just straight up like stock DAW plugins. So if you have like, let's just say you have FL Studios and you only have just the FL Studio plugins, like he most likely has a tutorial for you that's just ready to go out the gate as well. So how much does it usually cost? It can vary greatly, honestly, as far as like a mix. Mixing, it depends how many stems, really. If you're looking to get and depending on what the mixing engineer's credits are, like a mix can vary greatly. Like, so it depends. Do you have all the beat stems? Is it just vocal stems? Like, is it like there's a lot of variables that can raise or lower the price depending. Like if it's just like a beat and like 3 vocals, like chances are it's not going to be as expensive as if you have all the beat stems and all the vocal stems and there's like 100 tracks. So again, like it varies greatly. So, but if you're interested in a mixing engineer, definitely like you could feel free to message me on Discord if you need. I'm at Matrix in the Spacehound Records Discord server. So, but anywho, definitely, I know I've always say this, but the vocals do sound a little bit on the thin side still. You can't really do anything about it because you've already explained that it's the mic issue, because I believe you're using your phone, so you can't necessarily get that quality that you're looking for. And as far as the overall, like the hook here, like I do like the hook, like what you have melodically for the hook, but it does get a little bit repetitive, especially around 2 minutes and I believe I wrote down 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Like it feels like when you do have the hook like multiple times in a row like that, you need to have some sort of change, whether it's in the instrumental, like nothing crazy as a change, but just something else to give it a different like character and a little bit of different of like a texture. Maybe like more like a stringed instrument comes in, like an orchestra, as far as like violins, or like a cello comes in, or like violas and whatnot comes in at that point. Or there's like vocal ad-libs that are a little bit different, so doesn't feel like it's like a copy paste. So I might add some different harmonies on the second hook. I definitely would recommend that for sure. But I would also definitely, when listening to this track, definitely go through the ad-libs and definitely you need to take the time to really clip gain the ad-libs to make sure that they're not lost in the mix, because at some points like it's really, really hard to hear some of your ad-libs over what's going on in the instrumental. So I would definitely take a look at that. And the drum samples that you're using, like you have like a kick and snare sample that goes. First things first is I would raise it up a little bit. It's a little bit lost in the mix. You like to have your drums like really low in the mix. What I've noticed, Haamid Harris, is that you usually have it really low in the mix. Don't be afraid to bring them up. Definitely use some reference tracks when you're doing these kind of things. Like this, like definitely want to look into some reference tracks when you're doing things like this, because it's just really quiet in comparison to everything else. Like the cowbells that you had is very clear, like in the mix in comparison to the kick and snare. And I would argue that the kick and snare would be definitely way more important as far as like if you were to rate like the different instruments versus the vocals as what should be the most of the focal point of the record. Like I would argue that the cowbell would be more towards like the bottom of that list, and the kick and the snare would be more towards the top. So I would definitely switch the volumes so that the cowbell is the tucked thing in the mix and your kick and snare is raised up in the mix. So definitely distortion is my biggest enemy. Yeah, the thing is like everything is in the gain staging. So if the trick really is that if you bring up the kick in the snare and it's distorting, chances are everything is too loud. So you need to turn down everything and then turn those up, so it isn't distorting when it's playing. So you definitely want to work on your gain staging, which is essentially like making sure that you're not clipping on your master channel, or you're not clipping on your buses, or clipping into like, unless you're like, again, there's a difference between purposely doing it and by accident, or like clipping certain plugins like your compressor, like it's like pushing it to like the max and it's not really actually, like it's just slamming it like a limiter at that point. Like there are ways that you need to have your tracks at like certain volumes, and I would definitely look up gain staging if that is an issue for you. I'm going to dress up as distorted bass for because it scares the hell out of me. I love that. It's one of those things that like over time you start building a habit of not having your tracks like clip at a certain point, because you don't want it just like straight up like in the red or any of those points, because you will run into issues like this when everything gets turned loud and your mix is off balance, because if you turn something up anymore, your mix is going to be cluttered, or your mix is going to start digitally clipping. So that's a sign that everything's just too loud. So just keep that in mind. And really that's mainly everything that popped out off the top. Like the hook melody is cool. Love the cowbell, like, and you got some cool effects in there. Definitely got to invest in that microphone though, Haamid Harris. And some of these notes can be locked in just a little bit more as far as like the pitch. And I feel like the auto tune is a little bit too heavy handed. I would actually less the retune speed on it, because it feels like it's a little bit too aggressive at points, especially for the genre. Right there, that's the part of the ad-lib you can barely hear. And like I heard, like I wrote a song about you, like, but those were panned just to left and right, and then randomly the ad-lib was there, but it was hard to hear. And I think the ad-lib was pan center, so I don't know if that was purposeful. But I believe that's everything regarding the record. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, Haamid Harris. I hope that's helpful. Okay, that's why. Typically, like the ad-libs are the ones that are panned and the lead is in the center. So just keep that in mind. And same thing with your kick and snare. I don't know if you have those panned dead center or not, but you typically want to have your main snare and your main kick drum panned center as well. So those are kind of like rules of thumbs as far as like mixing. So, and that goes for all genres. So anyone who's here on the live stream, if you like, I would definitely pan your lead vocal center, dead center, and your kicks and your snares dead center, because you avoid a lot of phasing issues when you do so. So that's everything. Thank you for submitting. Falling for You. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
Let's go. So next we have Immute, Jack the Ripper with Still Dylan Swisha. Let's get it. Oh damn. This is also, keep in mind, this is also another Discord subscriber. This is the last Discord subscriber before we get to the regular submissions. So let's get it. Nice. That was Jack the Ripper by Immute with Still Doing Swisho.
This was a certified banger.
Let's go. No, that was sick, man. Love the funk vibes. Definitely was driving like the track overall. That the kick drum. Love the sidechain compression that you used was fire. And the what's that called? The vocal processing. Really nice work on. Let's go. That track was just knocking. Let me know, did you produce this one? Loved it overall. Like, all three of you guys killed it. Let's go. And I love the way that you had it build also in the middle here. Let's go. Let's see, we're a bit late on the upload. Prepared for next month. No, I think Swisho got the beat from a producer. Got you. Nah, this one's fire. What I would say overall, as far as like the critiques that I have for the record is the difference between the volumes of the first vocalist versus the second and the third. I'm assuming it's Swisho, Still Dill, and then Immute. I'm assuming that's the correct order. But notice the difference in the processing if I just A, B, and C these, just going back and forth, and you'll be able to immediately hear the difference. And that is an issue. See, like in the difference between it almost feels like the first vocalist is just a hair on the low side. It's just like a dB or two just quieter than the others. So I would raise up the first vocalist like a hair to stick out, but I like whatever the compression and the processing is on the first one. So because it feels like, but I do feel like the vocals are just like a hair bit thin for I believe Swisho's vocals. Then becomes Still Dill, where I feel like there are times where the vocals are just a little, like a very small bit of muddy, but I like where they are presence wise. So a little bit in the low mids, I think it's a little bit on the muddy side. So I would kind of try to yeah, exactly. Each time it gets louder. Exactly. It's like a hair muddy, like a hair. And there were times throughout the second vocalist verse that there were some pocket issues. Like I feel like with the flow, like there was times where I felt like he was trying to catch up to the beat because he was just a little bit behind or a little bit ahead of the beat at times too. So like the second one could definitely use some pocket shifting just to really lock in the pocket. Like I'll play it again. That's fine. Fine. It's like a little bit behind. He was like a tiny bit behind there. It's like just a hair. Like it's very subtle, but I would do just like some slight shifting. But that's like nitpicking. And as far as what's it called? I believe you are the last vocalist. I feel like you just have to control the low mids a little bit more and try to match the other vocalists more, because it sounds like you guys all recorded, like, which I'm sure is the case, you all recorded in different rooms. So, and it's very obvious. And when that's the case, you want to try your hardest to try to match the rooms. And I know it can be hard. So that's really the main thing, is that I feel like the last vocalist, which I'm assuming is yours, is that needs a little bit more presence and a little bit more clarity. But I feel when you control your low mids, that should solve the issue for you though. But other than that, really the only last thing that I would say as far as like critiques for this one is that the bass feels a little bit muddy. It feels a little bit crunchy. So it's just a matter of just taming the bass frequencies on the record, and then it should be good to go. So yeah, just instantly see the difference. Like Still Dill's vocals just instantly pop a little bit more. But really cool as far as like everything here though. So also I did, what's it called, the mask. I peeped what you did, man. From the last one. I get the vision now. So hell yeah. Of course, man. But really cool stuff. Definitely as far as like the album title and everything like that. Too, as far as like the picture, I would love to know the story as far as like this here, like the sign here. Really cool stuff, man. There's really not much more for me to say. I can definitely hear the problems you listed. Yeah, there's not much more for me to say other than just those small adjustments and whatnot. And then it sounds like a song that'd be really solid for like a project. Oh, Syndicate. Okay. And going forward, as far as the cover art as well, like is this like an image that you had an artist make, or is this what's it called, one that you got online? So this is going back to the branding thing. You still Dylan Swisho. Oh, okay. I didn't know that you guys were like in a group like that. I didn't know that. If that's the case, how come you don't release under the alias of Syndicate? AI. Okay, got you. So the AI, got you. Makes sense. So how come you don't release under a Syndicate? So it's almost like a collective, or like, yeah, a collective in a sense. Just out of curiosity. And personally, I feel like you don't even need this like weird green bar here. I feel like you don't even need that. I feel like it distracts. Dill didn't really want to make a whole side thing since we easily make 2 uploads. Okay, whichever, you know. I just figured it would be the easiest if that's the case, instead of having to say featuring blank every single time, you know. And like as far as like branding goes, I feel like it just would be easier for everyone. Like a collab post. Got you. Makes sense. Okay. Like as far as like the graphics, personally, I would get rid of this green bar because I don't think you need it. I would just stretch out the image a little bit. You could still have your names on it. And then this is cool. Syndicate, I think that's a really cool logo. The parental advisory, fuck it, why not? But that's really it as far as everything goes for the record. And a record takes a long time to make, and we don't know if we'll have the time and dedication to make something so big so early. Like a record label. It doesn't have to be a label. Like, it could be just a as far as like you guys, like, it doesn't have to be a label. It could just be like a collective group. Like, it could just be like a group. Like, you could just release under like Syndicate and just have like the individual artists like in the credits and whatnot. So it doesn't have to be like this like big kind of thing. It could also just be as simple as you just put it out as Syndicate. And you all just put like make an Instagram and everything for it, and it just says that you three are like it's like similar. It reminds me of like random, like when members of certain bands, like random bands, just get together and make like another band just for fun. Like, and they just release like an EP and that's like about it, or like two projects and whatnot. Like, I know that like the bass player from Korn did like Love and Death or something like that, and like I know like Disturbed's vocalist left and made one called like, I forgot what it was called. It was like a song called like Vilify. They did a song called like Vilify. It was like another band similar where they just kind of randomly made a band and yeah exactly. Plan on turning it into something like promoting, like a separate YouTube for other promos to each other. Yeah, exactly. Just so it's all in one place and it's not like confusing, I guess, because then it's just a lot easier to market your stuff and everyone else's stuff in the same kind of way. Like, to me, that would make like more sense, I guess, because it's a lot easier branding wise than just having a whole bunch of like tracks that are features versus just saying it's a group. If that makes any sense, and then your separate releases would just be under Immute. But that's what I personally would do. Of course, you don't have to do that, but it would just make it a lot, as far as like your personal page, would make it a lot cleaner. Like, you could do features still, of course. But I figured, like, if you do a lot of collabs with the same people, why not like make it official? You know what I'm saying? But that's really it. As far as everything goes, I do genuinely like the track, and I feel like a lot of people in the live also definitely agree. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for submitting, Immute. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Let's go. Of course. Yeah. So going forward, we have the regular submissions going forward. So we're going to be listening to the 1 minute and 30 seconds from here on out. Still giving music reviews regarding, but just a little bit less in depth and as what's it called, pinpointed. Of course, Immute. So before we get on to here, if you found anything we've said so far helpful, be sure to hit the like button down below. Also, be sure to subscribe. We go live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do the live music reviews for free. And yeah, be sure to hit the bell notification to be notified every time we go live. We go live every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to get the form early, be sure to join our Discord server. It is free to join, and lots of cool people there. And right now we have a bot in there that you could what's it called? Try to get candy and steal candy from others. It's actually a lot of fun. And everyone's been taking my candy, and I understand how it is. But with that being said, we're going to move on to the next one. So the next one is Drifting by Beanieboi. Let's go. That was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Beanieboi drifting.
This
Let's
was a
go.
certified banger.
Really cool stuff. Love the guitar, and I love the hi-hats that you had going on. Really cool stuff. It was kind of building up to the point where the keys came in, so that was cool. As far as what I would say for the record, because there isn't a lot going on, which is cool. I like when you keep things simple, and I peep also that what's it called, the cover, like I think I see another one on the side. No, you guys can't see over here, but there's another one. Let me know, did you release a project? Just out of curiosity, let us know in the comments section down below. But really cool stuff. As far as critiques go, what I would say is when the keys came in, be sure that it is in the same key as the guitar, because when it came in, it was clashing a lot. It was very dissonant. So be careful of that. It's definitely in the wrong key. The keys here, especially when they come in. It feels like you almost like it just feels like the keys are definitely clashing really hard there, so just be careful of that. And I wish that there was a little bit more build up sooner, like maybe add like a respace or something to really give it some builds, maybe some low end, some like cool bass to go in them. But that's really it as far as critiques go. Thank you for submitting, Beanieboi. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
We're gonna move on to the next one, and next we have Pulled the Trigger Back by Rubixx. Let's go. That was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting, Rubixx. Let's
This was
go.
a certified banger.
Yeah, I always love the very like your stuff just sounds so like sinister, man. Like I love it. Really cool stuff. Like really aggressive. Like the 808s when they come, they knock. They like the 808s definitely fill up the fucking room, man. Hell yeah. What I would say is that love the almost like horror kind of feel to your music. It's really cool. And what's like I always say that your stuff always sounds like it's like this really cool like VHS horror movie for some reason. So cool, really cool stuff there. As far as critiques go, what I would say is the bass could be just a little bit less muddy. The vocal samples definitely could be raised. And that's really it, man. I loved this. Hell yeah. Like definitely got to raise those vocal samples because they are lost in the mix. Like really cool stuff going on. That's really it. But thank you for submitting. Let's go. So we're going to move on to the next one. Next we have Reunion. Let's go by Veirtale. So that is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Reunion, let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Really cool stuff here. I love the keys. The keys are super nice. Like, I love that super compressed sound of the keys that you had going on. Really ambient, kind of creepy almost in a sense, but not really. But it was like very like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it like puts you in like such like a space. So as far as what I would say for the record, I love the, like, I know this is like, I people that you said this is really chill compared to the last submissions. Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah, but I love the what's it called, the fast records that you had too. That really, and like the melodies are really cool as well. Like, love what's happening. The build's really nice that you had going on. And I peeped that the, what's it called, that cool wubby bass that you have going on there too. Really nice. As far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is that the snare drum gets a little bit of the transient, kind of gets lost a little bit. I don't know if maybe that the way that you might be sidechaining the kick to the track, then it might just be getting sidechained as well. But your kick drum is very clicky and in your face. But the snare drum is kind of like, it's lacking that punch that it could have. Like, if you listen, it's more obvious in this section. Hear how like the kick drum is significantly louder than the snare? But really cool, and I love the kind of piano melody they have that's doing, like what's that kind of like, what's it called? Like, very fast. I don't know if that's 16th notes or not. Like, yeah, 16 notes. And I feel like just like it's missing, almost like it's missing some sort of sub frequency in there. Like, it just needs something to really beefing it up. You know, it feels like it's almost a little bit on the thin side. Like, that bass synth that's going on could definitely have more low end coming through. For sure. But that's really it as far as the critiques go for the record. Like, definitely give some more of that bass, especially when it drops. Like, mostly when it drops. Like, when it gets to that point where, like right there. Like some really strong bass that comes in there. But that's really it as far as critiques go. Thank you for submitting. Reunion, let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
We got some crazy records today. Next we have Stormie. I gotta pull up your thing real quick. Boom, boom. There we go. We ready this time. So let's take a listen. This is Story of Us Rewrite. Let's get it.
I think of you once
That is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified
That was Story of
banger.
Us Rewrite by Stormie. Let's get it. Really sick track. Love the what's it called? The warmth of the track overall. Like the what's it called? The keys and then the vocal harmonies, as TKT said in the comments, I believe. Yeah. Giving me cranberry vibes. I can see that. Like honestly. And then you have the. You also have the guitars and the drums really up front. Definitely punching. The track feels very cohesive overall, like as far as like all the elements that you had, like the like it sounds really cool. Love that what's it called, like vocal melody that you had there too. It was a rewrite. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it's good to rewrite, you know. I do it all the time with some artists. Like sometimes it's just like the song, like it wasn't as good as it could have been, or there's other different factors, and sometimes we got to rewrite parts of it. Sometimes it's all of it. So I definitely relate to that. And what I've noticed is that what you tend to do is you tend to start all your tracks with like some sort of vocal that isn't singing like a what's it called, like any lyrics. It's like kind of like either like very reverby or like very like scat singing almost. Like so I peeped that. Try stacking that ooh like a few times, like 4 times. Try stacking that to really thicken it out. And as far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is the reverb is a little bit heavy-handed for the vocals, so just be careful of that. Drums are knocking. There's some times where the vocals are just a little bit late on the late side, so just definitely could use some timing shifting for sure. And love that. Especially there, like definitely could be locked in more. So just be careful of that, especially with because you had a few, like I believe it was 2 different vocals doing a little bit of different things, but then there was a time where the vocal kind of dropped down in volume and then another vocal comes in. And it was just like right there, like it felt a little bit unsure what it wanted to do. So either what I would personally do would either retake that or automate the gain so that you bring it up to a certain volume. Hear how you do like the when you're up there, and it really overpowers the low vocal that's in there. And I think comes in, but then the other one comes in and it could be just a little bit cleaner that when that other vocal comes in there. So but definitely I think one of the as far as like your records, like I feel like the thing that will help you the most, other than doing the individual miking technique that I was saying, would be the pocket shifting, the taking the time and just cutting up the vocals and just shifting it a little bit to the left or the right. That will be also game changing, I think. And once you build up the habit of doing it, like I literally do it for almost every line, like every track that I do. So it like the more like nitpicky that you are with it, the fast you'll start to hear those things like a lot sooner when you're doing the takes, because you'll be shifting it and then you listen back and you'll be like, nah, that's it. Like it just clicks in. It's like hard to explain, but it's just like, no, that's exactly where it needs to go. And then when you listen to it over and over again, like you'll start, like if it's not like shifted, like it will start to bother you almost. Like I highly recommend doing that. And not even, especially when you're doing backgrounds with each other, you want to make sure that the backgrounds are synced to the lead too, so they aren't really differing in time too much. I know that's not really the case with this song, but definitely something to also keep in mind. And love the chords too. Very nice work as far as like the writing. what's it called, the chord structures as well. But that's really everything. That's really everything. Thank you for submitting, Stormie. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
So we're gonna move on to the next one. Next we have Longing, full instrumental by Djey Music. Let's get it. So that is the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting, Djey Music Longing. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Love the keys. Look very like outer space vibes. Maybe that could also be for me just watching these and they look kind of like stars going through space. It could be that you put that kind of image in my head by the video. And it's really cool always to see like the reactionary like stuff, like content to like the beats and whatnot. So love to see that. And as far as like critiques go, what I would say is the record, it's cool. I love the amount of space that's in it. And like when the drums come in is cool as well. Like love the hi-hat pattern that you have. Personally, as far as critiques go, what I would say is I would switch out the clap sound. The clap sound seems a little bit like it could just, I just feel like you could just choose a better fitting sample than that clap. And there's parts where you start doing chords over the melodies, as there's like some of the chords, like it's really crunchy with the melody. So just be careful of that. Like I'll be able to point out. Like right there, like around 1 minute, like that, whenever that chord comes in, it's really crunchy. So just be careful. And maybe add like a bass. I feel like that's what's missing, is like some sort of bass instrument in there. That could definitely help add more frequencies in there and help move the track. But that's really it as far as critiques go for the record. Definitely experiment with adding a bass in there, Djey Music. Like, I would love to hear it with the bass. Let's go. Gotta add that boom, 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 boom. Like something like something like, or maybe even if it's just being held out, like boom, like boom, boom, boom. Or well, it goes back boom, 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 boom. Like, and just like have fun with it like that. But really, that's really everything. Thank you for submitting, Djey Music. Let's go. Hell yeah. So we're going to move on to the next one. Next we have Ganjili Sunshine by Anjovi. Let's go. Long time no see. I haven't seen this username in a while. Hope all is well. Let's take a listen. Of course, Stormie. No problem. I just saw your comment.
Sunshine. The world was mine and free I flew. I lived down here and sometimes on the moon. I didn't care for chores or making dinner plans. You smiled and waved, quickly tied my hands. Quickly.
Here we are. All right. You are my upper tier, my Mrs. Love Affair. You help.
So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Really cool stuff. Love the, what's it called? The overall vibe. The vocalist was fire. The second vocalist, I know we only heard briefly because of just the time allotted. But the second vocalist sounded really cool for what we heard as well. Really nice work. Like I love the vocal tone of the first vocalist that came in. Really nice work. Really cool stuff. And the track, it's like it has like a unique feel where it's not like really locked in like to the tempo, which is what I like. Like really cool. Like it's really interesting. The production is very different. So really kudos to you on that.
Hello there, sir. Sunshine, I know you're tired.
What I would say as far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is that the vocalist, I feel like you could just go a little bit more ham with it. I feel like you played it a little bit too safe almost. Like the takes just like are kind of missing that feel that it could have, you know? Like especially like there, like the word tomorrow, like it feels a little bit like unsure. And there's a part where it was a little bit pitchy. Right there, that I live down here, that I live down here. You kind of went a little bit further down than what personally I would recommend. Like, so, yeah, and there the word making too, just be careful of the pitch there. So I would just try to be a little bit more on the money as far as pitch wise. And the words you smiled as well. Just try to lock in a little bit more. So that's really it as far as critiques go for the record. Like track is really cool, the production. And I love the real guitar feel in it too. I peeped that. So really cool stuff. Thank you for submitting. Let's go, Anjovi. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
This is Anjovi's track. It doesn't say who the vocalist is off the top. Oh, it says Illy in Anjovi. So I guess whoever Illy is. That's another thing. Definitely if you do have like a feature or something like that, definitely try to put them in the title too. I feel like it would help. So if someone wanted to search them up, like they'd be able to find them through the title. And definitely did enjoy it. So thank you for sharing. The song's called Gangeli Sunshine, I believe. Correct me if I'm mispronouncing it, Anjovi, in the comment section. Apologize. But yeah, thank you for submitting. We're going to move on to the next one. Next, we have SeeSings. The song is called Not Yet. Let's take a listen.
My mama said, God's not saying no. He said, not yet. This is not God saying no. He said, not yet. He said, not yet. This is not God saying no. He said, not yet. He said, not yet. He said, not yet, 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 not
not yet, 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 not yet. I know it hurts, and it's not good news, not something you would choose. I know it's hard to understand, so hard to trust his plan. You weren't ready in that season, and you went through it for a reason. There's a time for joy and a time to cry, and one day you'll know why he said, not yet, 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 not yet. Open the book, this is what I read. Found in James, faith without works is dead. I just can't pray.
So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
That was called Not Yet by SeeSings. Let's go. Really cool track, man. I loved it. Definitely, for me, it gave like early 2000 vibes. It was like one of those like throwback tracks. I really loved that. That was cool. And the harmonies that you had, really spicy, really nice work on those. And the vocal melody, everything very solid. Guitars mixed well. The bass synth was in there. I loved that kind of like respace that you had in the background. And the drums definitely were... Like, it's interesting. It's like a modern trap-esque production, but like the vocals are very like early 2000s influenced. So let me know if like, I would love to know like what your influences are, like as far as like your music goes. Really cool stuff. Wait, I've heard this one, but maybe in the Discord server, Tiki. Maybe they posted on the Discord server before. But really cool stuff, SeeSings. As far as critiques go, what I would say is that I love the harmonies, but I feel like there's certain points of your lead vocal and that of your background vocals that I feel like the taste could just be a little bit more on the money. Like there were some times where things were just a little bit pitchy.
God's not saying no.
Like right there. Like there's some background that's just a little bit off, so I would just try to really just lock in those like the pitch on those records. And sometimes like what I like to do is I'll take a Melodyne and I'll just go through every single vocal and just like make sure that it's on the money. Obviously you don't wanna what's that called? Go too ham on the Melodyne because then it sounds like a robot, but definitely could use like a little bit more like just like locked in with the pitch. So just be careful of that as far as that. And there's some part with the lead vocals that I felt like you could have given it just a little bit more oomph to your takes. Like especially towards like when you're going up into your falsetto, your head voice. Like there's a couple notes in there where it's just a little shaky in that part. Like this is not, like that could be a little bit more oomph to it. And then that note right there could be a little bit more locked in pitch wise. But other than that, like just some very minor vocal performance things. Like other than that, like really solid record, really nice writing. Good job. Loved it. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
So thank you for submitting. Not yet. So we're going to move on to the next one. Next we have Misfit by Axis. Correct me if I said your name wrong. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah, misfit, 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 yeah. Got it and give him my wounds. Don't you cause I can lose. Still on my balls, yeah, fucking misfit, 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 yeah. Got it and give him my wounds. Don't you cause I can lose. Still on my balls, that's why I'm fucking tired of you all, tired of the society. People be go wild, they despise more in the city. All this hypocrisy for why you want me to fight. Today is the day that I declare I die. I try not be so unique, I copy every single thing. I rock the lifting on my feet, then walk over somebody's shit. That's my prostitute, my bitch, I shot it, that's a make it scream. I could enjoy in a minute, that's a get to see a king. Different thoughts so different, huge amount of things I miss. Neglect I ain't perfect, why it's easy to admit. Ain't a myth, I'm just boy who's lost in what he feels. So neat, look at me when you die down on your knees. Misfit, 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 yeah. Got it and give him my wounds. Don't you cause I can lose. Still on my balls, yeah, I'm fucking misfit, 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 misfit,
Got in and give you my wounds. Don't you cause I can lose. Still on my balls alone. That's why I'm fucking misfit.
So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting, Misfit. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Really cool record. I can tell you had a lot of fun recording that. Hell yeah, man. No, that was great. I loved it. Very like I always love those like really hard like vocal like really distorted type stuff is always fun to hear. What I would say is love the energy that you're bringing to the record, man. Like love the energy. Definitely keep that going. Definitely I felt the hype from that. And really cool stuff. What I could tell, as far as I wonder, let us know, if you don't mind in the comment section, where are you from? Because I could hear a little bit of an accent, throughout the record. So definitely curious. What I would say, as far as critiques go for the record, is with that being said, there's some parts of the lyrics that I feel like the English is not as, what's it called? The way, as far as that's why I'm fucking and then misfit, I would we would normally say that's why I'm a fucking that's why I am a fucking misfit instead of just saying I'm fucking misfit. So I would just add the word a after I'm there. I feel like that would help. And the way that you said hypocrisy was just a little bit off. I heard what you were saying the word hypocrisy there. I know you said it a little bit different than how we what's it called I don't know if English is your native language, but you said it a little bit differently. So I would just change the way that you said that just to be a little, because it is a little hard to understand when you are doing it really, because what you're saying is so hyped and shouting that it's a little bit hard to understand what you're saying, but I love it. Really cool stuff, man. And also, I just feel like your vocals are a little bit loud in the mix. I would bring up the instrumental too, and the instrumental, personally, I think could go just a lot harder. I just feel like really, really cool. What's it called? Really, really cool. The production as well, because it reminds me of almost there's another person who submitted called Rubixx. Maybe you guys could work together because he makes similar he makes kind of similar beats to this. But yeah, I would turn down your vocals and just clarify those kind of things. And yeah, dude, very nice work on that. Thank you for submitting, man.
This was a certified banger.
And yes, I did see someone did answer the question for you, but yes, Spotify links are totally fine. So be sure, you could submit a Spotify link. That's totally cool. So that being said, if you found any of the reviews helpful so far, be sure to hit the like down below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And also, we do this live stream every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be there, be square. We do we take the free submissions. And we always post it on our Discord server first. So definitely join our Discord server. The next form for next week will most likely be posted probably within 4 or 5 hours of this being uploaded to YouTube. So / when the stream is over. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And we always post the submission forms on all of our social media, Spacehound Records. You can find us everywhere. So definitely be sure to follow us as well for more updates. We got some exciting news, really exciting stuff coming very soon. So keep an eye out for that. So stuff we've been waiting to announce for a while now. So really exciting. So we're going to move on to the next one. That being said, next we have Bank Snippet produced by Lowmark by My Beats Are Trash. Let's get it. Damn, okay, I see you.
This was a
That was
certified
Bang by My Beats Are Trash. Hell yeah, man. Love to hear it. Like, your beats are always, like, they just knock. I love the way your beats just knock, man. Like, love it. Love the, like, the arrangement. Super cool sound design, too. Like, on the money. Like, love these, like, very, like, you're really creative with your sound design, too, which I love. I love to hear. Like, the only thing that I would say is, like, during this part over here, like, I love this, but damn, I feel like you could do something else cool there. I feel like something you could have something like kind of like really low in the back, like kind of keeping the rhythm just like a little bit, like really low in the back. Like something like mad low on the back, like it's like super, almost like white noise could be really cool. But that's just a personal taste thing. But really cool stuff, man. Love like the beats knock. It sounds clean. Keep doing your shit, man. Hell yeah. That's it as far as critiques go. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Do they require you to log in? I didn't know that. Yes, they do. I believe so. Yeah, you can't just like listen to music, like select songs through there. It's like similar to like, I'm pretty sure it's very similar to like Spotify when you don't have an account, it'll just start like shuffling songs. We're going to move on to the next one. Next we have Who Am I by SingularDistance. Let's get it. And produced by Moon.
Didn't choose a slice and now I always grab a knife. Silence in my mind, sitting here feeling blind. Where should I go when I don't like what I see? And what should I do when I don't know who is me? Trying to find out who I am, but now I don't give a damn. Just wanna be on my own, but I don't wanna be alone. This loneliness it kills, can't be healed with no pills. Don't know what to do but to keep chasing these thrills. Silence yet chills, blood in the night spills. Blade in my hand, exit plan being planned. Time to give it all up cause I've lost my final strand. Finally lost the will, the one keeping me alive. How do you keep on when you've lost your drive? I'm lost without a purpose in this life. Do I want a kid? Do I even want a wife? Do I wanna die? Do I gotta be alive? Yeah. Do I wanna die or do I gotta be alive?
That was the 1 minute and 30-second mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go. Who Am I by SingularDistance.
This was a certified banger.
Thank you for submitting. Love the guitars, like in the sample, like whatever the vocal sample. That let us know. Was that you singing that? Let me know because that was cool. Loved it, man. Like the what's it called? The flow that you had was really cool over the track as well. Like the
feeling blind. Where should I go when
and the kind of like the lo-fi vibes of the instrumental too was really cool. What I would say as far as critiques go is as far as like vocal takes, like I feel like you could just give it a little bit more oomph to it. Like it felt like too flat, like as far as energy wise. Like I wish you just kind of sold it just a little bit more what you were saying, because it sounds like you're not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying, and
what should I do when I don't know who is me?
That could be just taking like it one more time and just trying to get in that headspace because you're saying a lot of really deep things here. And it's just a matter of just really getting into that headspace when you're in the booth. So we definitely recommend. And as far as like the vocals, like they feel a little bit too on the oh, that was me. Oh, hey, hell yeah. Yeah. What I would say is I just wish that you could just get it a little bit more energy. Like I love the idea. Like
loneliness it kills.
Like you're on the money with the pocket.
Don't know what to do but to keep chasing these thrills.
And I know that you could give it just a little bit more energy and as far as like the mixing goes, like it feels a little bit too dry. Like I wish you had like some like boosted the high end a little bit as with some EQ and maybe like compressed a little bit more, so you're just really more upfront, and then had maybe just like a little bit of reverb and delay, so that it really puts you in that space. Because the guitars, the guitars here, like it's really cool, like the way they feel like very filtered almost. Same with the vocals, the vocal sample. Oh, that was you. Oh, nice. I need to get the power down, kind of, and I needed somebody to help with the mixing, and it's completely mixed. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, so definitely could use some compression. So definitely I would look into using, like, if you want to do the mixing yourself, like look into like as far as like vocal chains is what they're called. So it's basically just like the order of certain plugins that kind of give you the sauce that you're looking for as far as like mixing goes. So like 2 plugins that tend to gravitate towards, or like 2 types of plugins would be like an EQ plugin, which is where you can mess with the frequencies, so you could cut a little bit of the low end or boost some of the high end with your vocals. And the other one is like compression, and using compression will even out the vocals, and you can get your vocals sounding thicker and more up front using compression, some vocal compression. There's a lot of free presets available online. Use them and just tweak them to fit you. Yeah, there's tons of free resources online. Like, as I said, like Reed Stefan is a great resource for that, as far as like getting templates for free. I dropped you a message on Discord at the beginning. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe you could talk after. I want to hire someone for vocal mix. Yeah, okay, cool. Definitely, we'll definitely be in touch, because like it's really cool stuff here.
Sitting here feeling bland.
And really, all you would really need is just like, because it's only one vocal track, it's really like, as far as like the mix isn't really that complicated, because it's just vocals, guitar, and a vocal sample. So, and like drums, of course.
Yeah,
but
what should I do when I don't know who is me? Trying to find out who
so
else played.
really just some compression. Like the vocal is where it's supposed to be volume wise. It's just like raising the high end of your vocals. Definitely some vocal compression and putting it in a space instead of it just being very dry. Like you'll hear what I mean when you play like other records, of like try to always use reference tracks to what like artists that you think that you're similar towards, and you can kind of base like whether or not you like the artist or not. If you happen to have like a similar vocal tone to an artist, like it's definitely worth listening to and try to really fine tune what they're doing as far as like processing wise, and that will help you figure out what you need to do as far as processing your personal vocals. But I'll definitely send through some resources via DMs too. But thank you for submitting. Really cool stuff. Hell yeah.
This was a certified banger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't really know what was different, except it sounded different. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, definitely starting out, I know some like figuring out like the different like processing terminology could be overwhelming at first, for sure. Like I definitely know that. To be honest, I usually do ghostwriting, not really think, oh, okay, no, that's cool. Like whichever, you know. So definitely. So we're going to move on to the next one. Next, we have Free Baby Keem, Travis Scott type beat, First Love by Wadood. Let's get it. So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go. Oop.
This was a certified
I missed the
banger.
other buttons. There we go. Hell yeah, man. Loved it. Yeah. First Love was the record name by Wadood Productions. Really cool stuff here, man. Love the, what's it called? The sample that you had, like, as far as the keys and the 808. Like, I always love when tracks start off like the da-doom, 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 da-doom. Like, and the drums, they sound clean, like the percussion side and the 808s. Loved it. What I would say as far as critiques go for the record, what I would say is that I also love the way that you had the sample kind of going like in a circle almost, like in the space. Like you had it going like left and right. It's really cool to hear. What I would say as far as critiques go is that the hi-hats, I don't know if you have a reverb on the hi-hats, just the hi-hats, but I would turn the reverb down like a hair. And as far as like the mix of the like the less wet as far as like the reverb, and the track overall, like it feels too much like a loop at the moment. Like you need something to kind of break that loop like this of the track, because it sounds a little bit repetitive. So maybe add some like ear candy stuff, or like something to add like another element. I feel like it needs like something else that like melodic to kind of bring it out of that loop that just feels like it's kind of like going over and over again. But that's really it as far as critiques go. Pharrell Williams type star. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind, funny enough. He loves doing those 4 counts before it starts. So really cool stuff. Thank you for submitting, Wadood. Let's get it.
This was a certified banger.
So many talented people in here. The music is so good every time. Yeah, there's mad talent. Like I love like all these submissions. Like people, like so many talented people here. Like artists, producers, like just like musicians, you know, or a mixture of all of them, and engineers. All of you guys are killing it. So hell yeah. So speaking of talented individuals, we have someone who submits a lot. Funny enough, IHasFins, what the fuck are they on? What the fuck they on? Remix produced by Dream Awake, Key Kelly and Yeet. Let's get it.
I'm acting different as a top J. Turning back now, we don't like it, we got top hits. What it is, I hate just G, thought we was not G. I don't wanna hear from you, no, you was not it. I can't lie like you can lie, but I bop it. She was where she messed the floor, we had a mop it. It's hard to knock me, lock the door, they got to mosh pit. Ay, make a movie, with a shawty, this our mosh pit. She said in the box, don't matter, I don't have to copy, nah. What if they on now? I just sent some money to LA. Ain't no tussling with all these other rappers out the way. Everybody want me back, you really think I'm finna stay? I ain't that switch up on anyone, that's one thing you could say. Keep my secrets here and you gon' be okay. They all say that we the bosses, so of course I'm acting different as a top J. Can't sweat, no question. Whoa.
So that's the 1 minute and 30 mark. Wow, right on the money. Let's go. IHasFins. What the fuck are they on? Produced by Dream Awake, Key Kelly and Yeet. Let's go. Really cool stuff. Very Travis Scott-esque type record. Really cool. Love the production. Like your vocal melodies are fire, man. Like killed the vocal melodies on this one, bro. Like the difference, like even like the difference from like the first demo that you sent, like I believe you even sent me records via DMs like before we even started doing these streams, to like this is like huge, man. Kudos to you. I love it. I love to see the progression. Hell yeah. What I would say as far as critiques go for the record is your vocals sound a little bit on the thin side. So I would definitely bring some of those, like you gotta really, like me saying that the Travis Scott was like sounded like very, like as far as like the melodies that you were doing, I would use him as a reference for like what your vocals should sound like in the mix. And like try to A-B your song and like some of his first, the Astroworld project, not the new one, the Astroworld project, and try to like A-B it and see like where your vocals sit as far as frequency wise. And this part, when you're going up in your register there, I feel like you just be a little bit more on the money with the pitch there, but and maybe add like some cool delays, like when you said Nike, like Nike, like a dotted eighth note delay or something cool like that. But really cool stuff, man. Like, love it. And like overall, the track feels a little bit almost like squashed. I don't know if it's like a limiter or whatnot. It's really cool stuff. Want to hear more confidence in the vocals? I felt, yeah, exactly. It's more like some of the vocal performance stuff, and I feel like it's in the mix too. Like definitely like thickening the vocals. I feel like it's whatever processing that you're doing, not the microphone. But that's really it. Thank you for submitting IHasFins. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Really cool stuff, man. And then we have the last one for the day. We have Boss Entry in G minor by Aniruuddh Suresh. Sorry if I said your name wrong, man. I apologize. But let's take a listen. Let's get it. So that's the 1:30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go. Boss Entry in G minor.
This was a certified banger.
Loved it. It had had a lot of different mixes of genres in there. Really cool stuff. It was like a house, but almost like funk, and it's like really cool stuff. And like the beginning synths that you had going on reminded me of like The Weeknd. I forgot. It was like, yeah. It was like one of his first records that blew up. I forgot the name of it off the top, but it reminded me of like an old Weeknd song, which is really this part. Yeah. Yeah. He did like, yeah. Yeah. And then the records. I don't love it when it's whatever that song is called. I don't remember off the top, but that's what immediately what it made me think of. But really cool stuff. Loved it, man. Loved the melodies they had going on. The kick drum was cool, like it very funk-esque type stuff. What I would say as far as critiques go for the record is the snare drum. I feel like needs to, I personally would change the snare sample, and I would make that kick drum side chain to all the other instruments. If you don't know what that is, definitely look it up, because that kick drum needs to like be pumping for that genre. It's just not like making the track move as much as it could. Like it feels a little bit dry, and that part where it's just a kick drum by itself, like this track would really be, what's it called? Get a lot. Yeah, The Hills by The Weeknd, right? Would really do this track a lot of justice if you did that, for sure. Definitely look into side chaining and the really cool stuff here. And just watch as far as like the key with the bass. I believe it was like around with the bass that came. Yeah, watch the pitch there for the bass as well, because it was a little bit off key, or if it's not out of key, then it's just out of the chord. So just be careful of that. But other than that, thank you for submitting Boss Entry in G minor.
This was a certified
So
banger.
actually, I did see. Oh, House Funk, you got it. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna pull up. Usually we don't take submissions past 6 p.m. Before, so it's an hour before the live stream. But for you, I got you, since you're here and you submitted while we were on the stream. Like normally, like going forward, I'm gonna do this less and less. But because you're here, I got you. So let me switch to just the face cam. Sorry in advance for zooming in my face. And I'm gonna pull up the record real quick and then play yours last. So I got you. So I'm just going to pull up the record real quick, just not showing all the emails and shit, you know, just out of courtesy. So let's get it. Oh, we actually got a few while we were on the live. Hold on. Okay, so this is the one we just listened to here. We actually got a few. So we're going to take, okay. So I'm going to pull these up now. While this is going, how is everyone's week? Like, what's everyone been up to? So we got this one, DEADIFY. Then we got two more, actually, Dead Beat by Karma. Okay, so since you're here... All right, so we actually got 4 more submissions while we were on live. So, funny enough, we actually got 4 more while we were on the live. So I'll do all 4 of them. Since we're here, can't just do one. So, hold on, there we go. All right, so I'm going to now go back. So these are the last ones that I'm going to be the last 4 of the night. So we're going to take a listen to these. So I'm going to switch back to the main page. Let's go. Been getting a lot of work shifts, but it's money, so I'm not going to complain. I feel that. I feel that. Hell yeah. So we're going to move on to the next one. So this is, let me know if I'm saying it, like, how do you pronounce your name? Like Coma? It's called Tonka with Taylor. Mixed and mastered by Coma, featuring Taylor. Produced by, so there's 3 producers on here. Let's get it.
Yeah, bitch, I'm playing God in a mystery box of rain God. Woke up sitting in a while, feeling faded, I'll just fake out. Bitch, I tried to talk with a whip, it got no roof on it. Started on a op with a beam, this shit too funny. Yeah, I'm finna slide, hop out with my gang. We split the top with a Glock, it go bang. My daddy best in the blown, pick up the phone, I never home, so leave me alone. He be talking about under his breath, pussy nigga come and say with your chest. I got a call in for 58, you step on the tab, you ain't gonna escape. Boy, you a dad, that is your fate. Better go high, cause know you ain't safe for me. Get running, I'm a nice beat, every jumping. I see me floating around like it's nothing. I'm tryna fuck, I ain't tryna cover. Anyway, drop it, fake, then I'm a public. True, miss, then I'm a donkey. Who is this? She ain't double covered. Right to leave, you know that I love it. Fuck that bitch, then bring it to Venice. Try to talk, yeah, she know how to dance. Pull up in a Levi jeans with a van. Started the story, it ain't gonna end. Easy press, speak body talk, cause I came with a vest. Johnny be running down from my neck. I know she want me cause I got a J. I look around with a Glock and tag. You better step in the back. Show me the guns in the rat-tat-tat. You try to pepper me, can't right back. You like a dummy that blows up pack. I got 20 to Tony and rag. Off the bucket, she know that I'm next. Get steady, she bustin' big. Slide with her out with a 5-5-10. The big baddie chili came with a stick in the bitch. I'm playing God in a mystery box of rain God. Woke up sitting in a while, feeling faded, I'll just fake out. Bitch, I tried to talk with a whip, it got no roof on it. Started on a op with a beam, this shit too funny. Yeah, I'm finna slide, hop out with my gang. We split the top.
So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified
Tonka
banger.
with Taylor by Kuma. There we go. Really sick track. Love the like really aggressive like 808s. The vocals were cool. Loved it overall. Really nice work on this one. And I know that you mixed and mastered it too. Like really good job on this. Like the what's it called? The 808s and the kicks are definitely knocking. So really cool. Kudos to you on that. As far as what I would say, like the vocals really solid. Like love the really like the vocal tone of each of like what's it called? I believe it's 2 vocalists on this record, if I'm not mistaken. So really the only critiques that I would have for this record is that I feel like there are times where some of the vocals, like those like filler vocals that are going in, are a little bit like too tucked in the mix. So I would definitely clip gain some of these vocals, like the in-betweens, to be allowed so you could just understand everything clear. Like it's very evident when you're going fast like that. It could definitely, and I would raise like the vocals just like up like a hair too. Like it's just a little bit on the low side. Like especially right there, like that part could have been clip gained to be a little bit louder too. Yes, I layered here and there. Yeah, for sure. That and there are parts where the punches seem a little bit too punched in at times. So what I always recommend is to say a little bit of the line beforehand, and it makes your job as the engineer a lot easier to make those punches sound like you just did it all in one take. But other than that, like those are very small things as far as the grand scheme of things. So this is really solid work here. Like very nice job on this. I see what you mean. Yeah, of course. Like and sometimes it takes a few times to get it to really sound smooth, but really the end goal when you're doing like punches is to try to make it seem like you didn't punch in it at all, to try to make it very transparent. And only like the average listener is not going to really pick up on that, but it's really like it's a very small like percentage of the listeners that could really hear that difference. But like that we spend like definitely needs to be raised up a little bit. But other than that, like really cool work. Like I don't really have anything else to say. Really killed it. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Appreciate the feedback. Definitely approve upon that. Yeah, hell yeah. Like I love it. Like it sounds like I honestly like this is a banger. So you should go hard with the promo. Make sure also get this on Spotify. Get your records on Spotify. And on all the digital streaming platforms if they aren't already. Thank you for your time. Of course. Hell yeah. No, I love doing this stuff. It's fun. Ad blockers not allowed on YouTube. Yeah. Sorry guys. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Next we have another familiar face, Blackwell. This is back when we used to do the live streams about a year ago. So I hope all is well, man. I've learned from my mistakes. As far as like promotion stuff, like definitely like that's the fastest way to learn is just over time. You just make a lot of mistakes and you just see what works and what doesn't, you know? We got 3 more. We're gonna go on to the next one. Devil by Blackwell. Let's get it. If I remember, dude's productions are crazy too.
Fallout. People living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Having a disaster kit ready will increase your family's chances of survival.
That was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified
Devil by
banger.
Blackwell. I love your logo, man, too. That's another thing that I want to say. Like, love the cinematic vibes for sure. Love the strings. Really cool stuff going on here. Like, as far as the production wise, love the what's it called? The aggressive string bows. I forgot what it's called.
May be advised to evacuate.
These here. Where is it? Like love it. Killed it, man. Really, as far as like critiques go for the record, really the only thing that I have is the percussive elements, not the kicks. The kicks were cool. Like I would raise the hi-hats and your snares. Definitely the snares up, like in the mix. Like everything's very clean in the mix, like the bass, everything. But I think the snares could definitely knock a little bit more. But that's really it as far as critiques go. Love the record, man. Like,
Evacuate.
and love the branding too. Really cool stuff.
From radioactive fallout.
And the video. Definitely puts you in the Halloween vibes. So thank you for submitting. A clean trap beat reminds me of old Trap Nation on YouTube. Yeah, Trap Nation. Wow, that's a throwback. Hell yeah.
Having a disaster.
But that's really it. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
So we're going to move on to the next one. Next we have you with Jared Panda. Look description for high quality wave listening. Got you. Just for the sake of not downloading anything, I'm going to listen to this version. Sorry, DEADIFY, but let's take a listen.
I could sit to think about anything. Oh. I could sit to think about everything. Cause what I think is you. And baby, that is all that I do. And yeah, you know. Cause I will remember about it.
That was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Wow.
This was a certified banger.
Love that. No, that was really cool. It was very creative. Like it gave me like really cool synth stuff going on there. Like really cool like filter kind of effects that you were doing, that like LFOs. Like love that. Really nice work on the production, guys. So really cool. And the vocals, like love the vocal tones, fit it very well. Like I don't know why it reminds me of like this like Mac Miller song. Like the rhythm of like the synths that's going on. I forgot what it's called, but it has like, it's like a cappella and little, hey, you're in the chat, let's go. Really cool stuff. I love that. I think that was my favorite part of the record, was that kind of like format shift that you did there. And I loved like the pocket, like you made shit like it wasn't like super locked into the the grid too. The only thing, as far as critiques go, what I would say is like towards the beginning, I feel like some of the vocal time, it could just be like a little bit more locked in. Like, love that. What would be cool is if you did like an automated like reverb effect. So you'd like for that, like that right before there, is if you like automate like a reverb, like a really huge reverb, and just cut it off when it like and then get really dry, like right where the synth comes in there. Like, and it's like, and like some sort of like, I feel like it feels like the production's really cool, but I feel like there's almost like certain elements that are like that could really kind of tie it all together that aren't quite in there yet. Like here, like some like cool like some like in between stuff in there that could really like gel the track and like that cool like offbeat kind of feel that you're going for. Like that, like exactly what I was talking about, like right there. Love that synth. Love those vocal chops. Like perfect. And the vocals could be a little bit more up front too. They're a little bit low in the mix. And a little bit more low mids in there. It feels like it's a little bit on the thin side. And when you do effects like that, when you have like a resonant frequency in the filter, like you want to try to control, like maybe try to automate a, what's it called? A multi-band compressor, and just try to tame the low mid frequency just for that section. So just like basically you just enable the compression when you're doing that resonance, so it doesn't feel like it's like super resonant where it's to the point where it gets a little muddy, like in that section here. So like it's like, see that, like especially when the bass comes in, it gets a little bit muddy in the mix. Love it. Very creative production. Kudos to you. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
I hope all that was helpful. DEADIFY, thank you for joining us. Thank you for submitting. Very nice work on that. Love to see it. Like, you better get that on all platforms. You better get that on like Spotify and all that. So we're going to move on to the next one and the last one. The last one we have, The Gray Light of the Day Disappeared by Closed Eye Visuals. Let's get it. So that was the 1 minute and 30 mark. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a
The Gray Light
banger.
of the Day Disappeared by Closed Eye Visuals. Thank you for submitting. Really cool stuff. Love that, like, what's it called? In the comment section, horror game mannequin. I don't know exactly what that means, but but hell yeah. What's good, KB Productions? K&B Productions, let's get it. Let's go. Loved it. Loved I don't know how to describe. Like the synth was almost like it reminded me of that main synth that was going on. It was almost like from the 80s, almost like really 80s type synth. And then like I couldn't understand what was being said in the as far as the quote goes, whatever that you use as far as the sample. But I absolutely loved the what's it called, the boom bap drums that you had in there. Very gritty. Really cool stuff. As far as critiques go, what I would say is that the intro, it almost feels like a video game soundtrack, which is, if you're going for that, hell yeah. It definitely has a creepy vibe to it for sure. Really cool stuff. But that's really, as far as critiques go, because it's very abstract, there's really not much to say other than the drums could be knocking a little bit more. The sample, it feels very artsy, which is cool. In the mix overall, could feel a little bit wider, I feel. But that's really it. Thank you for submitting. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
It's UltraBlu. My submission is uploading right now. If you still want to do the review tonight, that picture is spook. It's funny. I don't even know why. To me, I don't even know. It just looks like a picture to me. But as far as spooky wise, but I guess maybe I just don't know the context. So really cool stuff. Thank you for submitting. So I'll go to my face, if you could, what's it called? UltraBlu. I'll let UltraBlu submit real quick. So just to be the last one for the night. And then we're going to wrap up for today. So real quick. So let me pull up the submission form real quick. As far as that goes, hold up 1 second. Really cool. There's been so many bangers today, guys. Really, everyone should
This
give
was a
themselves
certified banger.
a pat on the back for all these damn, what's it called, these crazy records, guys. Really nice work on everything. So, really cool stuff. UltraBlu, what's the time looking like? Okay, you DM'd me. I got you. So then let me pull that up real quick. Got you. Let's go. So there we go. Hold up 1 second, UltraBlu. And then we're going to be good for today. UltraBlu. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on, we're on the Discord server real quick. UltraBlu, boom, boom, boom. Oh, damn. Okay, we're gonna be getting going for today. Cool. And UltraBlu is a Discord subscriber, just letting everyone know. So we are gonna listen to his full track as the final record for the night. So there we go. Open link. Boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna be going back to. Yeah, you made it just in time. literally, I was just about to wrap up, so we're gonna move on. Let's get it. So now you should be able to. Okay, this is the final record. No more after this. Sorry, guys. So there we go. Let's take a listen to the full thing. UltraBlu, Neptune, work in progress. Let's go.
Blowing up soon, I saw the faraway stars, body in my bedroom, and I ain't going back till I can find a way to get you back from where you started running, thinking this a rescue. Have my heart been fucking rotting you. I still connect so you ain't wait, only let me get a taste, cutting edge on my blade, using that to stay away. No rest in my fate, every day I'm less afraid. Never stepped out I tried to nudge it. There's something changed, hard crushing, and a cold dungeon. I don't know my name, had it coming. A fiery judgment. Why can't I hate you? They too, if ain't my doom. Ain't no room for the loyalty lacking. They do, I came right through. Made me do what the cruelty asking. I know I've been cutthroat, but the powder I know is the only real action. Oh ho, sin front row, so the louder I'm going, me the better my tactics. By my time, but diving in the dark days. Blind but confined by my heart racing. Strive to divide myself from my hatred, but I know well we the same shit. Fast Neptune, I board a flight for back to Mars, freeing on my schedule. You ignore me while I'm dying, but through hell I led you. I poured out 4 ounces, I blew myself from when I met you. All the pain I'm dealt, it will pick it up shields, and test my arm, get a hit one from me. See that smile, toss bloody bodies pile, no regrets, set police files, fuck a trial, make it fun. Bad bitch went to my dial, got me all wild, fresh I cry, off rip, sheets in, but child, just feel a bit psycho, that's my type though. Safari in the crib, shoot it if you find it. Bad bitch on me, she wants some designer. Oh my god, and she fly as a pilot. Hits twice, she got too much mileage. I had to add to that, now look at the aftermath.
Hey. So that is the, what's it called? That was Neptune by UltraBlu. Let's go.
This was a certified banger.
Really cool stuff, man. Love the, for first things first, definitely love the cat jamming out, taking us on a ride, just in a loop forever around these random cars in the background. Let's go. Love the track, man. Like the vocal melodies, like I like, what's it called? If that was the, as far as like vocal melodies, really cool stuff. Like you weren't kidding. Like you just uploaded this shit. Hell yeah. And like the vocals nice and up front, really cool stuff going on. Love the instrumental. There's really cool and spatial, like the sample that's going on. Really cool stuff. 808s knocking, drums are in your face. Instrumental mix is clean. What I would say as far as critique go though, UltraBlu, what I would say is that the vocal melody that you have going on, like it's really hard to latch on to anything because it feels a little bit random. Like there are times where the vocals, like I liked the melody that you started off with here. Like I wish that you kind of let it like sit a little bit because you're like, where is it? And if you just like, what's it called? If you kind of let it sit on the word stars a little bit, like blowing up soon, the faraway stars. And like I feel like then like the hook would have been like a lot more like grab into me because it like or have like some sort of hook like that because like something with a little bit more like repetition in there because it feels a little bit on the random side. Faraway stars, faraway stars, and this would be like where the verse comes in. And that when you come in with the ain't no worth in my face, like you have to be careful because the punch seems a little bit too punched in. So try to say the line before and try to mix it like that.
subject. I tried to nudge it. There's something changed, hard crushing. And
This part's cool.
I don't know my name, had it coming. A fiery judgment. Why can't I hate you? Me too. Ain't my doom. Ain't no room for the loyalty lacking. They do. I can't do.
Just watch the timing there in that one part there.
Room for the loyalty lacking. They do.
That part right there.
I can't do. Made me do what's cruelty asking. I know I've been cutthroat, but the powder I know is the only real action.
Dun dun up, dun the faraway stars to come in right there. Like literally cut the instrumental and put that part there. Like I'm telling you right there.
Made me do what's cruelty asking. I know I've been cutthroat, but the powder I know is the only real action.
Dun the faraway stars. I'm telling you.
Oh, send for a roast, so the louder I'm going, me the better my tactics. My time to govern in the dark days.
Like that's cool to start the verse out with the in the dark days, boom boom. Like have the instrumental come in right after like in the like that comes in after the hook section there, the and then it comes into like
better my tactics.
Or like when you're doing that in the dark days, like have the beat go boom boom boom, like in the park base, boom boom in the bar way, like boom boom. Like personally, I would have the beat a little bit more upbeat. Like I personally I would cut like a more upbeat part to come in like after that part instead of it being more mellow like that.
Dark days, blind but confined by my heart racing. Strive to divide myself from my hatred, but I know
that could be a cooler effect. I think you could put on that, like the could be way cooler. I think like if you could do like a left or right thing, like like something like cool like that.
Myself from my hatred, but I know well we the same shit.
Same shit. Just watch the pitch on there.
I board a flight for back to Mars, free and on my schedule. You would know me while I'm dying, but through hell I led you. I poured out 4 ounces, I blew myself from when I met you. All the pain I'm dealt, it will pick it up shells and test my heart.
Far away start, like maybe. You could even go to the hook there, but actually, right after that hook again. Far away start. After that part, not the other part. Far away stars. Like sometimes it's just like the arrangement of how you do it could like make the record. Like this could be like a bridge. 1, 2, 3. Away start. Like right after that.
Now look at the aftermath.
And personally, I don't like. I always recommend people when they have a song, try not to fade out the song. It's like, I guess maybe it's like a pet peeve, but I feel like it's like almost like a cop out. Like I feel like you can get like, I feel like the song would be a lot cooler if it just ended strong. Like far away, far away, like get fun, like have fun with like the chops. Oh wait, the far away, the far away, the far away, the far away, star, far away, the far away, like have fun with like chopping up your vocals and whatnot. And I think that it like, I feel like that's what's really, if I was to say the main thing that's missing in your stuff, like you have the vocal tone, it's like you need to get more like the melodies, man. Like it's your melodies need to be like more like hooky. If that makes any sense, like it just, that's what you're missing. But that's really it as far as critiques go. I hope that's helpful. I think, honestly, I would keep it this volume. I wouldn't even like cut out the beat. Honestly, I would just chop out that last line and just have the hook one more time and just cut it out. Like, that's how I would do it. Just so it doesn't go too long. I would keep it this exact length. Actually, well, technically with the edits, it would be a little bit longer, but definitely experiment with like chopping this up a little bit. I fuck with this record heavy, UltraBlu. Like this one's sick. So definitely do those. Like I highly recommend doing those changes. Like just like arrangement is everything sometimes. So that's really it, man. As far as critiques go, really nice work on this one. Thank you for submitting.
This was a certified banger.
And we'll wrap up for today on that. Damn, okay, I see you guys. All right, guys, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's go. Hey, like we what's it called? Really crazy records. Everyone who submitted, like, thank you so much, guys, and especially the guys who stayed the whole entire time. You guys rock. If you stayed the whole entire length of the live stream, be sure to in the comment section down below, like, comment something regarding like the Atlantic Ocean, just like something mad random like that, just so everyone's like thrown off why the hell you're talking about the Atlantic Ocean. Because I think that shit would be funny. But anywho, everyone, thank you for coming. You guys rock. Be sure to hit the like button down below if you found everything helpful. Be sure to hit subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified every time we go live. We go live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm punching my desk. and yeah, be sure to join the Discord server. We're going to post the link to the next live stream for next Saturday very soon. So be sure to check that out when we do post. So peace out, everyone. Thank you for joining and have a good night. Peace out. Bye. Press the button. Also, have a happy Halloween. I forgot to say bye.